Welcome back to Dark Facts 2.0. Did you know that women's behavior often hides shocking psychological truths that most men never realize, from the way they communicate to how they express attraction to the subtle signals they give off? Science has uncovered surprising patterns that explain it all. Stay tuned, because these 8 shocking psychology facts about female behavior will completely change how you see women forever. Fact 1: Attraction signals. Women rarely say directly when they're attracted to someone. Instead, psychology shows they often use indirect signals like body language, eye contact, or playful teasing. These subtle cues can range from a slight touch on the arm to prolonged eye gazes, or even mirroring your movements. Research confirms that men who can recognize these subtle signs often have stronger relationships and deeper connections, because they understand the unspoken language of attraction, which many tend to overlook. Fact 2: Why women value emotional connection. Research proves that women's brains release higher levels of oxytocin during bonding activities. This hormone, often called the love hormone, is responsible for creating feelings of trust and attachment. That's why emotional connection matters more to women than physical looks alone. Understanding this fact can help men build trust faster and create more meaningful relationships, because women seek depth and vulnerability over superficial attraction. Fact 3: The mystery of mixed signals. Ever felt confused when a woman seems interested one moment and distant the next? Psychologists call this ambivalent signaling. It's often a subconscious test of how consistent and confident you are. Women might pull away, slightly, not to push you away, but to gauge your patience and emotional stability. This push and pull can also be influenced by social conditioning and fear of emotional vulnerability, which many women experience deeply. Fact 4: Women remember more details. Studies show women are more likely to remember emotional details in conversations. That's why she might recall something you said weeks ago that you completely forgot. It's not about being difficult, but about the way the female brain processes memory. Women's hippocampus, which is the area responsible for memory, tends to be more active during emotional events. This heightened recall ability helps in maintaining social bonds and navigating complex emotional landscapes. Fact 5: Why women love confident men. Psychology research shows that women instinctively find confidence attractive because it signals stability and leadership. Interestingly, confidence matters more than wealth or physical appearance in the long run. This is because confidence reflects a man's ability to handle challenges and provide emotional security, which is a fundamental desire in long-lasting partnerships. Fact 6: The silent power of female intuition. Women often score higher in emotional intelligence, giving them stronger intuition. This is why women can often sense dishonesty or tension, even without words being spoken. Their brains are wired to pick up on microexpressions and subtle vocal changes, which many men miss. This emotional radar helps women protect themselves and navigate social situations with remarkable accuracy. Fact 7: Why women talk more in relationships. Psychological studies confirm that women use more words daily than men, especially in close relationships. For them, talking is not just communication, it's bonding and stress release. Conversations allow women to process emotions and strengthen relational ties. This verbal exchange builds empathy and trust, which are essential components of emotional intimacy. Fact 8: Women test. Without realizing, spinners, women give small tests in relationships not to trick you, but to subconsciously check reliability and commitment. Psychologists say it's an instinctive way of protecting themselves from emotional risk. These tests can range from seeing how you respond to jealousy triggers to checking your consistency in small promises. Understanding this behavior can help men respond with patience and reassurance instead of frustration. Where we dive even deeper into the hidden layers of human psychology and behavior. In Part 2, we continue uncovering the psychological truths about women's behavior that most men never notice. But once you understand them, everything begins to make sense. Fact 9: Women notice everything. While you may think that small actions go unnoticed, psychology shows that women have heightened observational skills. Women are often more attuned to facial expressions, tone of voice, and even subtle changes in body language. This ability comes from a more active mirror neuron system, which helps them empathize and read social cues at a deeper level. So when you say you're fine, but your tone says otherwise, she's likely picking up on it. Fact 10. Social bonding. Through shared emotions. Unlike men who often bond through activities like sports or teamwork, women are wired to bond through emotional sharing and vulnerability. According to researchers, emotional storytelling and shared struggles release oxytocin and dopamine in the female brain, making the connection feel more real and lasting. That's why when she opens up about her fears or past experiences, it's not just talk, it's her way of drawing closer. Fact 11. Emotional mirroring. When a woman deeply connects with someone, she begins to mirror their emotional state. This is not manipulation, it's an unconscious form of emotional syncing. It means if you're calm, she'll feel safer, but if you're anxious, she might unconsciously mirror that stress. This shows the powerful impact your emotional presence can have on her mindset and energy. Fact 12. Why women ask deep questions. Ever notice how women often dive into personal topics early on, unlike casual surface-level conversations? These questions are their way of exploring compatibility and emotional depth. Questions like, what's your biggest fear or what do you value most in life are more than just curiosity. They're psychological filters for emotional maturity and alignment. Fact 13. Women and long-term thinking. Women are evolutionarily wired to think more long-term, especially in relationships. While a man might be focused on the present moment, a woman is subconsciously assessing future potential stability, emotional safety, and growth. That's why actions speak louder than words to her, because consistency and reliability signal long-term capability and commitment. Fact 14. Emotional withdrawal as self-protection. Sometimes when a woman withdraws emotionally, it's not because she's lost interest, but because she feels overwhelmed, unvalued, or misunderstood. Women tend to internalize emotional stress, which can lead to silence or distance. Understanding. This behavior means recognizing the need for empathy, not pressure. By simply creating space and offering emotional support, you show that you're safe to be vulnerable with. Fact 15. The female fear of judgment. Psychology reveals that women often grow up more socially conditioned to seek acceptance and avoid rejection. This leads to a high sensitivity toward being judged, especially in romantic relationships. Compliments, encouragement, and emotional validation play a powerful role in helping a woman feel secure and seen. That's why even small words of appreciation can go a long way. Fact 16. Emotional multitasking. Unlike the common myth that only women multitask, better research shows women are especially skilled at emotional multitasking. They can process multiple emotional signals simultaneously while managing their own feelings and those of others. This means during conversations, she's not only listening to your words, but also observing your tone, attitude, and energy. These deeper layers of psychology reveal that female behavior is not random, confusing, or manipulative. It's highly emotional, intuitive, and shaped by millions of years of evolution, social influence, and psychological wiring. The more you understand these truths, the more emotionally intelligent, confident, and attractive you become as a man and as a partner. So, if you're serious about mastering connection and communication with women, make sure to follow Dark Facts too. Nero, and stay tuned because we're just getting started. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for part 3, where we reveal the dark side of female psychology, the behaviors no one talks about, and how you can navigate them like a pro only on Dark Facts 2. So,